is so prolific that he can qualify both as a dinner and as a rock singer. Who else? Meat Loaf joins us. Hi, Meat Loaf.
That was some of the kindest words I've ever heard. Thank you.
All right, I understand that you've got a special story about Amarillo before we talk about anything else, right?
When I was a kid, every Christmas, I went to Amarillo to my aunt's house. And my uncle was named Frank Heath. And for those of you old enough to remember this, he owned Heath Furniture. And when I was a kid, going to Amarillo, to this house in Amarillo, was like going to the Queen's Castle. Even though it wasn't. But as a kid, everything is much bigger. And the one thing that drove me crazy, though, is that my cousin Danny would not let me play with his electric trains. So I'm still mentally disturbed over that.
Oh no, this is awful.
That is something that I've had to see a psychologist about for years, not being able to play with electric trains.
Very traumatic, yes?
But they did have the biggest Christmas tree you've ever seen, because their house was 2 stories and they had this big center and this Christmas tree and more presents around this Christmas tree than you knew what to do with. And every year my mother and father got a new washer and dryer. I don't know why.
Very mysterious, Meat Loaf. Okay, well, let's talk about the new tour. Let's talk about the new record. You are going on tour. You're not a spring chicken anymore. So let's talk about what that is like for you, going on tour every night.
As you get older, it gets harder. And the environment now, truthfully, the economy is taking a toll on the environment. And I mean, with the airplanes not, giving you the same air over and over again, with the hotels not having the staff they did, and rooms being dusty, and backstage not taking care of the backstage the proper way, you're kind of at the environment, a slave to the environment, and you have to be really disciplined when you're my age. It's like I go early. If I've got an 8 o'clock show, I'm at the venue at 2 o'clock. I have my bowl of chicken noodle soup. I warm up for sound check. I sign CDs. I do sound check. I go sign more stuff. I have my meet and greet. I warm up. I bring the piano player in. We sing songs. I get out on stage for 2.5 hours. And when I hit that stage, and unless I'm struggling, my voice is not, if it's not pliable as I want it to be, I'm gone. I don't have a clue what's going on. I pay no attention to the audience. I don't live, the audience doesn't drive my show. I drive the audience. That's my room, that's my place, and you belong to me.
Okay, Hell in a Handbasket. Let's talk about how it is different than your other records, your previous ones.
This new record, Hell in a Handbasket, though, is different than the other records I've done, because I always use characters to portray the message. This one, I used myself, and I sang it through my eyes.
All right, Meat Loaf, it was a real pleasure to talk to you today. Thanks for hanging out with us.
You too, and thanks so much.